Hey everyone, Nick Arenare, PDGA number 92334 here. This is my 2020 in the bag. Before I get started, I just want to say I hope everybody's well, and if you go out on the course, that you guys are practicing social distancing and washing your hands when you get home. It's important, but stay safe out there. Now we're getting to the my in the bag. Octothorpe in navy blue and clay. Personally, I'm biased, but I think this is the prettiest bag in all of Lidge. It's a workhorse. I got it for the long haul. So pretty much there's 6 pockets on both sides of this thing. On this side, this pocket, I usually keep all my towels. In this back pocket here, this is where I'll keep all my rosin bags, my whale sack, and then in this I'll keep my Cedar Beach Classic Tempercraft. I use this every day, so this is, thank you, Nick. In this pocket, I usually throw like my wallet, my keys. I highly recommend grabbing yourself a tick key. It safely removes ticks from you. Helped me a few times on the course. This thing is pretty good. Then there's a little detail pocket over here on this side where I'll keep my minis, some extra or any scorecards or anything. I'll keep that over there. And then this big pocket, if it's raining, I'll store an umbrella here. Then I have some pencils, some Sharpies. I have my portable speaker in here. And then this other side pocket, that's where I keep all my bag tags. And they're all really, really high because I have not played in 6 months. All right, so we'll get into the discs themselves. These are my warm-up discs / utility discs. This is the Condor. I've had this disc since I started playing back in 2016. Shout out to Regan and the guys in Albany who turned me on to disc golf in the first place. This thing is more of a utility disc. It's pretty understable. I don't throw this very far. It's usually for some sort of technical shot in like the woods. So I'll keep this on hand if I'm like in the woods or anything that's like super technical. The same thing with the Zephyr. They're both kind of do the same thing. Or I'll just warm up with them before the tournament or something. So these guys don't get much tournament action, but they are pretty good to have on hand. Then I'll get into my putters. I have 4 different putters. One is my go-to putter, which is the Lidge stamped SSS Wizard. If I'm stepping up to the basket, this is what I'm throwing. It's beat-in, it goes straight, and it's pretty accurate. And then I just started throwing more Discraft. So this is the Z Zone. This thing is overstable. It's like a harp in most ways. I used to throw a harp, but now I throw the Zone for pretty much the same shot. As a forehand throw, it really goes exactly where I want it to go. I've been able to manipulate it pretty well, so I throw this on approach shots. So this is the Z Zone. I like this disc a lot. I like to hop onto trends. This is the Paul Macbeth Prototype Luna. I really like this disc. I beat it up a little bit. This thing, it's slowly transitioning into my go-to putter. This overtook the Nova in my bag recently, so I like throwing this disc a lot. And then this is my Castleplast K1 Berg. This one is a crazy disc. This has a divot and then a dome on top of it. Shout out to Adam Gutman, who really turned me on to the Berg. I saw him ace the practice hole at Cedar Beach with this bad boy. This thing goes exactly where you want it to go. It's super slow. I love this disc a lot, so I'll always keep this in the bag. Then we'll go into my mid-ranges. So this is the first disc I ever took from a course. I got this at J Park in Albany. I don't believe it had a name on it, and if I did, I'm sorry I took your disc, but this thing rocks. This is one of the discs that I started learning with, so this has been a staple in my bag since 2016, and that's going to stay in the bag. And then this is my Lidge stamped EMac Truth in pink fusion plastic, I believe. This thing was the first disc that Nick Gergis gave to me before I joined the club. So this is a pretty special disc in my bag. I keep this for sentimental reasons, mostly the same reason why I keep my Yellow Truth. Both of them fly pretty well. This guy It's a little more understable. This guy's a little bit more overstable, so I get two little compliments off the same disc. This is a Neutron Matrix from MVP. I don't throw a lot of MVP. This is the only MVP disc in my bag, but this thing is crazy. This will fly super straight for you and then fade off real nicely at the end. It's a great disc. Highly recommend this guy. That's the Neutron Matrix Pink. Freaking love this pink plastic. It's so nice. And this one has a pretty special place in my heart too. This is the McPro Roc3, I believe the 2017 edition. This one's a little bit more beat in, so it's a little understable now. I'll throw these in technical situations if I'm on a wooded course or anything. This is like, if I don't have my Condor with me, this is what I'm going to be throwing instead. This is my ESP Buzzz Paul Macbeth first run, swirly plastic. It's super nice. This thing is pretty much magic out of the hand. It does everything you want it to. If you want it to hold a hyzer, it'll hold a hyzer. If you want to throw it on an ante, it'll keep the ante and have a little bit of fade at the end. I wasn't a big discraft guy before Macbeth signed, and then after he signed, I am like a monkey. I went right to discraft and started trying out their discs, and wouldn't you know it, I've been sleeping on the Buzzz. So the Buzzz is now my go-to mid-range out of my bag. So I love this thing. This thing is so nice. And then I bought a Buzzz OS as well, just to complement it on more overstable shots. These are my Fairway Drivers. This is a first run Undertaker from Macbeth series. I'll throw this as like a tweener disc. This is one of the Fairway Drivers that I'll throw in a more technical situation. This is my Thunderbird, Color Glow Champion Thunderbird. For whatever reason, I'm not sure why, but the Color Glow plastic flies exactly how I want it to throw. It's less overstable than a Firebird. It goes straight, dumps off to the right as a forehand throw. I'll throw this on hole 15 at Hexture. I'll try to get a big shot off the tee, and then to get through that gap, I'll throw this disc. This disc usually will get me pretty close to the basket. And then now we'll get into my Firebirds. I have every iteration of the last 4 iterations of Firebirds. I was told when I first started playing that you should get a Firebird because you throw forehands. So I have hopped on that bandwagon as well. My 2017 one is the most beat up, so it's a little bit more understable than any of these other ones, but these all do the job. They're overstable. They fly pretty much exactly how I want them to fly. I'll throw these on hole 11 at Hexture off the tee to get into that little gap as well. My 2018 one is the most beat up out of these 3. This is the one I'm most comfortable with. I didn't really play that much in 2019, so my 2019 one is in pretty much pristine condition as well. And then I just got the 2021, so I'll throw this when I start playing again after I fully recover from my shoulder surgery. And then now we'll get into my distance drivers. So this is my Glow Nuke. I got this from Justin Strobel. I don't throw it that much, but it's a nice disc to have in the bag, just in case any of my other go-to discs get lost or something. And he taught me how to properly throw a disc with this disc. So shout out to Justin. Thank you, Justin. This is my Paul Macbeth Destroyer. This thing is pink. It is beautiful. I lost this at Calverton. I got it back. I'm very happy that I have it back. Thank you to Rick for fishing this out for me. This thing is a beast. It's overstable, but I can manipulate it with a little ante like Tyler Rigoroso does as well on every throw. So I'll throw this with a little bit of ante and it'll go pretty far on a forehand or something. So this is, I usually throw this on a forehand. This is one of my favorite discs. And this is my Kona stamped Shryke. This is one of my most prized possessions. I got Kona to sign this at the Stafford Open. I'm getting a little bit less comfortable throwing flippy discs, but I think I should relearn, so I'm gonna be using this bad boy a lot more. It's signed by her, but I don't really care. I like throwing it. So this is my Shryke. I have 2 Sheriffs as well. They're pretty similar to the Shryke. They're a little bit more overstable. They go a little farther in my experience. My orange one is a little flippier than this one. This blue one is a little bit more overstable. So I'll throw these in different situations. But that's usually not the disc that I'm reaching for. The disc that I'm reaching for is not this one. This one's a CD3. I don't believe that I'm going to be throwing this. Get that out of here. So the disc that I'm reaching for in most situations is my Infinite Disc Pharaoh. This thing is like the mix between the Sheriff and the Shryke. It's got this color glow plastic. It's kind of sparkly. It's got a rainbow Pharaoh stamp. It's sweet. This thing flies like a dream. If you throw this on an Annie, it'll come right out of it and it'll land exactly where you want to throw it. It's what I've been using for the better part of a year as my go-to distance driver. I'll throw this on almost every hole. Yeah, this is my Infinite Disc Pharaoh. Forehand, it's beautiful. Backhand, it's amazing. Like this doesn't get any better. It's a little domey, so it's got a little bit more overstability than the normal run Pharaohs do. I would highly recommend it if you can get your hands on this specific Pharaoh. This one flies amazingly. And that is my in the bag. Thank you for watching. Like I said, if you're out on the course, I hope you're practicing social distancing and washing your hands using hand sanitizer when you get back. All right, see you guys back on the course.